Every great once in a while, I find something at Walmart that impresses me. And I bought a set of 3 knives. It comes with a straight blade, fixed blade hunting knife, a large lockback knife, reminiscent of the Buck 110, which is a favorite of mine, and a trapper model slip joint knife. And I've been working with these the last couple of days. Trapper, well, it very similar to my favorite case in size, maybe slightly smaller. I carry the large trapper. It's got your spay blade and it's got your regular blade. And it's a plain little slip joint knife. And it seems to be of decent quality. All 3 of these knives came out of the package sharp, which is very strange for Walmart. The leather sheath for the fixed blade knife has a generous belt loop, and it's got a set of double snaps here. Keep the blade in place. Some people would say it's redundancy, some say it's too much. I'm 6'1", weigh half a dozen another. If I don't want one of them, I don't have to use it. I can take a knife and cut it off. But what impressed me was the way it was stitched with the sheath. So your back piece of leather comes up and goes down. I'm not sure how far it goes down. Then you've got your front piece and a generous weld in it. I'm not sure where these are made, probably Mexico or China. The stitching seems to hold up well. The lock back, it is narrower than my Buck 110, but there's no side-to-side play. Fit and finish is not as fine as it, but it's not bad. The lock is very steady. Here's what impresses me about them. These are made by Mossy Oak. Since we're using Walmart knives, we're going to use a Walmart Ferrocerium rod. I like to use a folding knife closed to strike a ferro rod. And it's lighting it up really well. The hunting knife, I think, may be the gem in this collection. Somewhere between a drop point and a clip point. Borrows from Jim Bowie's design. It's full tang. And again, it'll strike a rod. These came as a 3-knife set with the fake stag handles. So they're not terribly bad to look at. Yes, I know they're not real stags, but I spent about 30 bucks on this set. And I think I've got 3 fairly functional knives. They won't be on my A list of knives. Yes, I'm going to carry for a lot of things my Buck 110. Yes, my case trapper and my Buck 119. Those have been with me a long time, all of them. And that's what I really appreciate. But I believe these could get you by if you were off somewhere and had to go to a Walmart to get equipment. And for 30 bucks, 3 decent quality knives, well, that's not bad. Another little hidden gem I found This is made under the Ozark Trail name. This is a little flipper. I think it's got about a 3.5-inch blade. I like how narrow it is, even with the clip. I bought 3 or 4 of these. I think they were around $5 a piece. What I do with this little knife and the several other ones, they sharpen up well. This is kind of my grubby duty saltwater fishing type knife that I'll put in my pocket or clip on my pocket when I'm on the Gulf. And that way it saves me exposing my case or my higher end knife to the salt water, which is hard on any equipment. Well, for $6, I got a couple of them. So, yes, if I lose this and I can't recover it, if it gets funky from dealing with cut bait, hey, they got plenty of them. The action on this one's pretty decent, particularly if I use my left hand. And it's done a fairly decent job for me on a couple of trips out. But the hidden gem in that $6 category, another Ozark Trail. And this knife, I'm losing daylight. This has become really a favorite of mine. It's got a lock that it steals for the thing, I think from Cold Steel or something. They had to wait for the patent to run out on it. A higher end knife. But it's smooth opening, smooth closing. It's got a good clip. It sharpens up to really like a little razor. But here's what I love about this. It's got one heck of a spine on it. They say, you know, you can't start a fire with a folding knife. Looks like I'm doing a decent job. These 2 little folders made by Ozark Trail. I think for $6, they're a damn good knife. Another thing I did with the big blade, I split up a piece of fat lighter I found in the woods with that big knife and using that as a baton. And the edge seems good. So that's what I found recently. Something to put together to put on here, and hopefully y'all enjoy it. Maybe I can turn y'all into a decent product at a pretty good price. Well, we're losing daylight later on.